Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I'm saying Kohalayim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Barakatham, to the elders who taught us the truth, to the brothers and sisters that are on the four corners of this planet Earth, praying for the hastening of the coming of Yahushua Mashiach, who people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. All right, my name is Mapatak, and today I have another edition to the Sick Oil series, right? But today I want to talk about, this video is going to be short and sweet, just straight to the point, I want to talk about the elect, okay? The ones that was chosen before this world was even created, In Hebrew it's bakar, you know what I mean? Which means chosen, There's an elect, right now, living right now, ones that was chosen already, on this planet Earth. So when your house and the Mashiach come, they're going to be, caught up just like that. You know what I mean? And there's some elect, resting right now too. 144,000. The 1/3. You got 144,000, and you got the elect men, women, and children. There is some people that the Most High chosen. You know what I mean? It's going to get delivered out of this destruction that's going to come. And all of us who are who woke up in this truth and this and that, we want to be, we would want to be part of that number. We want to be that elect. We want to be that chosen. You know what I mean? So we got out to the hedges and highways. We spread this truth. We do what we have to do for the Most High. You know what I mean? But there's how can I say? There's some people, who, they're going to be surprised, when the Most High come back, you know what I mean? So, we don't know who the elect going to be. I pray it's me, I pray it's you, but we don't know. But, we hope and pray that whoever the elect is, I pray that they get sealed, because, the faster the elect gets sealed, the quicker, this thing gonna be over, So we all, Israel, whether you walk into the kingdom or whether you're born in the kingdom, we're all gonna live, in that peace and that harmony, and things gonna be the way they're supposed to be. So I just want to bring up a couple precepts dealing with the elect, through the Spirit. All right. My first precept I want to go to is Isaiah 10 and 22. All right. Okay. Isaiah 10 and 22 says, "For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness." Now, when it speaks about that word consumption, verse 22, destruction. So it says, the destruction decreed shall overflow with righteousness. So there's going to be destruction, okay? When your house shall come back, there's going to be a destruction. But the scripture says, Israel, it's going to be like the sand of the sea, okay? But, only a remnant, only a small part, okay, is going to get delivered. Why? Because some of them just going to get destroyed with the rest of these people. You know what I mean? Some of them just going to get destroyed. The Most High basically is going to bring a third, okay, through the fire. 2/3 going to be destroyed. You know what I mean? Whether the truth came to them and they denied it, or whether they did, whatever that they done, that they wasn't basically, chosen to be that elect. That's between them and the Most High. You know what I'm saying? But a third is going to get basically delivered according to the scripture. A remnant, a small part. And like I said, I pray it's me. You know what I mean? But if it's not, all praise to the Most High. But I'm still going to do the work. You know what I mean? My next precept I want to go to is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 3. Let's see. Daniel. Oh, where's it at? All right. Okay. Okay, Daniel chapter 12. Matter of fact, I'm going to read 2 and 3. It says, verse 2, Daniel chapter 12, verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. Verse 3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. So basically, like I was saying before, some elect, okay, is resting and sleeping in the dust right now. You know what I mean? But as the scripture goes on to say, the ones that are out here doing the work, they're going to shine. So that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Doing the work. You do the work, you're going to shine. That's what the scripture says. You know what I mean? So basically, if you're out there doing the work, you're in there. You know what I mean? But if you're not, if you're just home sitting around, you know what I'm saying, not doing nothing, calling yourself an Israelite, this and that, you know what I mean, just sit down. No. Because if you have the Spirit, okay, you're going to flow in the Spirit. All right? So my next precept, I'm going to go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, verse 45, real quick. 2nd Esdras. All right. Okay, 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, verse 45. And it says, He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh. Now are they crowned and receive palms. So basically, the elect, okay, the ones who are doing the work for the Most High, it says that they had put off the mortal clothing. What is that mortal clothing? He's talking about the world. They put off the world. You know what I mean? Put off the things of the world. Lust of the flesh, lust of the eye, and pride of life. You know what I'm saying? They put off the things of the world. And the scripture goes on to say, it says, and put on immortal. How do you put on immortal? These laws, statutes, and commandments. That's how you put on immortal. Doing the work. You know what I mean? Because the work is going to follow you. Once you're in that mode, okay, then you're a hopeful elect. But if not, you know what I mean? You're not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're just spinning your wheels. All right. My next precept I want to go to is Matthew 24 and 31. All right. Matthew 24 and 31. Okay. It says, verse 31 says, And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So basically what it's talking about, the Most High is going to, before this destruction comes, or before they, put like this, before the destruction touches the elect, okay, what's going to happen? He's going to send his angels to gather them up, wherever they're at, you know what I mean? For the four winds of the planet Earth, or the four corners of the planet Earth, okay? It's talking about the elect, the chosen, okay? And this right here is red letter, all right? So basically, your house or the Mashiach, he's talking. You know what I mean? And that's basically that's what's going to happen. So you talk about Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? If you're out there doing the work, for the Most High, you know what I mean? Those are the ones that are basically, you know, are going to be in that number. Those are the ones, okay, that's going to be chosen. The ones that's pushing this truth. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's spreading this oil right here. Those are the ones that are going to be, caught up. All right. Simple. It's simple. Ain't nothing hard about it. You do the work, you get paid. I'm talking about real pay, not the way Esau pay you. You know what I mean? Because Esau ain't got no spirit. You know what I mean? Okay, my next precept, I'm going to go to Ephesians 1 and 4. Ephesians. Okay, Ephesians 1 and 4 says, according as he have chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. That's right, holy, which means separate, without blame or without sin, before him, okay? In love, which means in this truth, in this, in these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's how he's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Now, we under grace right now because the Most High, he knows what's going on in each one of our lives, okay? He knows that, a lot of us just woke up to this truth right here. You know what I mean? There are children right now that are growing up in the truth, but they're being taught, I'm not saying all of them, but they're being taught by the people who basically haven't grown up in this truth. Okay? So right now we're under grace right now, but the purpose is, okay, to be blameless before the Most High, like the scripture says. You know what I mean? To be holy and without blame before him. That's the destination, okay? Or that's the focus. That's the target right there. To be blameless before the Most High. Okay? That's what we strive for every day by doing these laws, statutes, and commandments and putting in that work. Okay? And studying and reading this word and fasting and praying. Okay. Basically, it's to be blameless before him. Why? So his spirit can live inside of us. The scripture says his wisdom is not going to basically go into a malicious soul, And if you're out there sinning, you're a malicious soul, So basically, the Most High is first and foremost, no matter what's going on in your life. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is first and foremost, you know what I mean? And the elect knows that. All right, next precept, okay? I got a couple precepts, showing that, proving, what I'm saying, that the Most High protects the elect too. You know what I'm saying? If you're elected, the Most High, he's going to protect you. If you're out there doing his work, what I'm saying, you're part of the elect, he's going to protect you. He's going to make sure that his work is done. Okay? So my next precept I'm going to go to is Psalms 24 and 4. All right? Okay, Psalm 24 and 4 says, he that have clean hands and a pure heart, who have not lifted up his soul unto vanity, nor sworn deceitfully. Okay, those are the ones that the Most High basically is going to protect. Okay, the ones that have not, have clean hands, which means, ain't touched this BS. You know what I'm saying? And haven't really, haven't, basically, been dealing in the deceitfulness of this world. It says clean hands, okay, and a pure heart. A pure heart, which means a pure mind. What makes our mind pure? These laws, statutes, and commandments, okay? Who have not lifted up his soul unto vanity, nor sworn deceitfully. Okay, that's living in this world right here. Okay, that's what people do in this world right here. Selfishness and all that stuff. Those people right here that are like that, the Most High is not going to protect. You know what I mean? The Most High is going to protect only the ones, okay, basically will follow the laws, statutes, and commandments and having clean hands. You know what I mean? It's not dealing, with worldly desires and this and that. You know what I mean? Who's staying in this truth, and first and foremost is spreading this truth. The more you spread this truth, the quicker your house of Mashiach gonna come back. So that's basically to recognize a hopeful elect. Those are the ones that are basically, or that's their focus. You know what I mean? On spreading this truth right here, and those are the ones that the Most High is gonna protect. All right. Psalms 34:7. All right. Psalms 34:7, it says, "The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them." Now the scripture says the fear of the Lord is beginning to wisdom. And the ones who are basically are doing the work, those are the ones that fear the Most High. And the scripture says the angel of the Lord encamps itself around them, which means protects them, guards them, so to make so when they're doing the work for the Most High, it's not going to be interfered by anything. That's said His Holy Bible. That's what it's about. So if you're out there doing the work for the Most High, what I'm saying, just be focused on doing the work. Don't worry about nothing else, because the angel of the Lord basically got your back. Okay, this is Psalms 121. Psalms 121. Okay, this is Psalms 121. Matter of fact, it's from 1 to 8. I'm going to read the whole thing. It's a serious psalm, right? Verse 1, it says, "I'll lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help." Verse 2, "My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth." Verse 3, "He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep." Verse 5, "The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand." Verse 6, "The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night." Verse 7, "The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul." Verse 8, "The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore." So basically, okay, the Most High basically going to cover. They're going to cover going to cover the elect. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you ain't got to worry about nothing. But yes, yeah, the Most High basically going to keep you sharp, okay? You're going to be tried. You're going to go through some trials and tribulations and this and that. You're going to be tested. But when it comes down to doing the work for the Most High, don't worry about it. Just do what you got to do. Because like it says, it's going to cover you at night, and cover you in the day. Like when we was getting delivered out of Egypt, okay? And it was a fire by day, no, a cloud by day, and a fire by night. That was that chariot leading us out. You know what I mean? Covering us, protecting us. And that's how it's going to be. I mean, the Most High don't change, But like I said, the hopeful elect, you doing thus said the Lord, the Most High gonna keep His word, All right. My next precept I want to read is the book of Sirach 33:1. Book of Sirach, chapter 33:1. Okay, the book of Sirach 33:1 says, "There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord, but in temptation, even again, He will deliver him." So basically, we know what the scripture says. Any temptation, the Most High is not going to give us above that we can handle, but He's going to make a way out. All praises. But the first part of the scripture says that there shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord. Okay, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Okay, so the ones that fear the Lord is going to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. And through the Spirit, the Lord said, "There's gonna be no evil. No evil is gonna happen to you. You may be tested, okay, but there's no evil gonna happen to you. I'm gonna test you to keep you sharp, okay, to keep you on point. But no evil is gonna happen to you as long as you're doing, that's the Lord. You follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and you spread this truth. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep you covered. All right. Let me see. That same book, chapter 34. Hold on. Chapter 34, verse 16. Sirach 34 and 16. It says, "For the eyes of the Lord are upon them that love him. He is their mighty protection and strong stay, a defense from heat and a cover from the sun at noon, a preservation from stumbling and a help from falling." So basically the scripture says the eyes of the Lord are upon them that love him. Okay? Now Yahushua Mashiach said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Okay? Now if you love the Most High, you're going to be doing, thus said the Lord. You're going to do the laws, statutes, and commandments. You're going to be, basically going to be obedient to these scriptures. If you love the Lord, the Most High knows that. Okay? So his eyes are going to be on you. He's going to be protecting you. You know what I mean? The ones that love him, the ones that love the Most High are the ones that are being obedient to him. And his eyes are on them, So if you want the Most High eyes to be on you, what do you got to do? Follow the laws and commandments. That's how you love the Lord. That's how you show him that you love him. It's simple. You know what I mean? All right, that's not my last. Yeah, my last precept I'm going to go to is Daniel 6 and 22. All right. Okay, Daniel 6 and 22 says, "My God have sent his angel and have shut the lion's mouth, that they have not hurt me, for as much as before him innocency was found in me, and also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt." So in the story of Daniel, okay, they threw Daniel, okay, inside the lion's den. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because he wouldn't bow down. He wouldn't bow down to idols. Okay? And what happened? The Most High protected him. You know what I mean? As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do for the Most High, okay, you moving through that spirit, okay, the Most High gonna close the lion's mouth, okay? And you gotta believe that through the spirit, So you call so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, okay? I mean, hopeful elect, you know what I mean? The Most High is going to protect you, okay? So, I mean, we're not supposed to be afraid, you know what I'm saying, of these, we're not supposed to be afraid, of these heathens, We're not supposed to be afraid of anything out there when we're going out there to do the work of the Most High. And the Most High is going to protect you. I mean, I'm sure there's more precepts, scriptures in the Bible about the elect, about how the Most High is going to protect the elect. Okay, but through the Spirit, I feel I got the point across. You know what I mean? So, like I always say, if I said anything, wrong, it definitely wasn't the Spirit. It had to be the flesh. And I pray, Israel, so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay, if you wake up, in the morning, you know what I mean? Start trying harder, what I'm saying? Now's not the time, to be slowful, because these are the last of evil days, you know what I mean? So that I'll say, Kahalayim, La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Barakatham, Shalom Israel, Moaf Lababal.